the wish factory. Oliver used to have a bad dream about a monster. But one night, a cloud came instead of the dream and carried Oliver into the big blue night, far, far away to the wish factory. Oliver closed his eyes and thought a big wish. Then the wish makers made it good and strong and wrapped it up to keep it fresh. "We hope it comes true," they said. Then Oliver was in his own bed and dreaming. The big, bad dream. So Oliver untied the ribbon, and out came the wish. And the wish came true. The monster wasn't big anymore, and it wasn't bad. "Boo!" said Oliver. And morning came quite soon.
Rose meets Mr. Wintergarten. The morning the Summers family moved into their new house, they felt at home. Faith and Rose put up their pictures. Baby Blossom watched. Mr. and Mrs. Summers planted pansies, petunias, daisies and geraniums. Their garden was a carpet of flowers. Every morning, from the roof of their house, the Summers watched the sun come up. The sun never touched the house next door. Next door lived Mr. Wintergarten. There were stories about Mr. Wintergarten. "He's mean," said Emily. "And horrible," said Arthur. "He's got a dog like a wolf," said Naomi. "They say he rides on his crocodile at night and gets you." "I don't believe you," said Rose. "Anyway, don't frighten Blossom. My dad lost his football over there when he was a boy. You can just see it through the prickles. If your ball ever goes over, forget it." And just then, Rose's ball went straight over Mr. Wintergarten's fence. Rose went to tell her mum. "Well, Honey Bunch, you can get your ball back. Why don't you just go and ask him?" "Because he eats kids," said Rose. "We'll take him some hot cakes instead, and maybe some flowers." Mr. Wintergarten's front gate had not been opened for years. Rose heaved and pushed. Then slowly it swung open. "I can't see any crocodile," she said. "I should hope not," replied Mum, and threw the dog a cake. Rose knocked at Mr. Wintergarten's door.
"Who the devil's that?"
"It's me," said Rose, and tiptoed in.
"What do you want?"
said Mr. Wintergarten.
"I'm Rose Summers from next door. I've come to ask for my ball back. I've brought you some flowers and hot fairy cakes from my mum."
Mr. Wintergarten glared at her. His dinner was cold, grey and uninviting, but Rose could see that he wasn't eating children.
"Please, may I look for my ball?"
"No,"
growled Mr. Wintergarten.
"Clear off."
But when Rose had gone, Mr. Wintergarten slowly pushed back his chair and did something he hadn't done in years. Mr. Wintergarten opened his curtains.
"No one has ever asked for their ball back or brought fairy cakes."
He saw Rose's ball and thoughtfully pushed it with his toe. Next, he did some darting movements that made his coattails fly in the sun. And then Mr. Wintergarten kicked the ball right back over the fence.
"Good kick,"
said Rose.
"Thank you,"
replied Mr. Wintergarten.
"Would someone mind throwing back my slipper?"
"I will,"
said Rose. She threw his slipper high into the air.
"Catch, Mr. Wintergarten."
And Mr. Wintergarten caught it.
Too tired. Hurry, hurry. The flood is coming. All the animals climb aboard the ark. Lions and lizards, tigers and tree frogs, kangaroos and kinkajous. 2 of every animal under the sun. Down comes the rain. The waters rise. The flood rolls over the earth. Noah is checking his list. Cats, goats, owls, sloths. Sloths?
No sloths.
Says Shem. Why not? They don't want to come, says Ham. Too tired, says Japheth. Too tired, says Noah. They must come. They are on the list. Deep in the rainforest, 2 sloths sleep. All round them, spider monkeys leap from tree to tree. Macaws shout. Bellbirds call. The sloths don't hear them. They're tired. They're always tired. They hang as still as the moss growing on the trees. But the forest is stirring. The flood is rising. Parrots scold. Wake up! Wake up! The sloths sleep. Toucans shout. Wake up! Wake up! The ark is here. You must get aboard. Slowly, the sloths wake. Tomorrow, they say, and go back to sleep. The ark comes closer to the sloth's tree. Wake them up, says Noah. Tell them they are on the list.
How can we wake them?
Asks Shem. We will roar, say the lions.
And bark.
Say the dogs.
And trumpet.
Say the elephants. And howl, say the howler monkeys, but the cats say, who cares? Let them drown. The sloths wake and see that the water is rising. Slowly, slowly they move to a higher branch.
Jump!
Shout the animals.
Swim to the ark.
But the sloths have gone back to sleep. And the water is rising. Who cares, say the cats.
We care,
say the other animals. And they roar and bark and trumpet and howl and screech until the sloths slowly wake and stretch and move again to a higher branch, which bends under their weight.
Swim!
Roar the lions. Swim! Shriek the parrots.
Swim!
Bark the dogs. The sloths consider the problem. Slowly, the sloths shuffle to the end of the branch. Ham brings the ark in nearer. The animals shout to keep the sloths awake. The dogs bark, save them, and rush up and down the deck. The cats say, who cares? Noah taps his list. We can't leave them behind. The elephants have been thinking. They come to the side of the ark. They hang their trunks over the side, but they can't reach the sloths. They lean over again. They reach with their trunks, stretching. All the animals crowd to the side to watch. The ark tilts. The elephants catch hold of the sloths and lift them into the air and down onto the deck. All the animals cheer, except the cats. Noah is checking his list again. Dogs. Mice. Squeak. Sloths. The sloths hang from a pole on the deck. Their wet fur steams in the sun. They don't see the rainbow. They're fast asleep.